I will crack the Matrix. I will destroy tech monopolies. That's who I am. It's too fucking late. You're fucked with the wrong guy. And by the way, for the record, I would never kill myself. Let's fucking go. Fuck you.
Yo, man, you already know what time it is. It is the MK podcast. Kane will be here soon. This motherfucker wanted to do an hour-long TikTok live. All respect to Kane, but I do not do hour-fucking-long TikTok lives. Watch me 6 months from now do a fucking hour-long TikTok live. But that's neither here nor there. We are going to be reacting to some of the crazy and still ongoing NBA trades that are taking place, at least the ones that are to my memory currently. Not going to be looking it all up and stuff like that, but bro, Jimmy Butler goes to the he goes to the Golden State Warriors. Dennis Schroeder gets traded to 2 different fucking teams before the game even started. He was about to go play, and he ends up getting traded to the team he's playing against. You can't make this shit up. You can't. Andrew Wiggins is in Miami. That'll be an interesting fit. I want to see how that's going to go. But I'm also curious to see why the hell they paid a 36-year-old Jimmy Butler $161 million for 2 years. He's declining. He hasn't played half the year. He was just bitching and crying and moaning until he got out of Miami. And I like Jimmy Butler as a player, but ever since he straightened his hair and painted his fingernails, he's been on some other shit. So Kane's in the building now. Kane, what do you think about this Jimmy Butler trade, and how do you think it's going to affect Golden State? Do you think Curry's going to like it? And how do you think this is just going to affect other young players in the NBA thinking they can pout their way out of a situation rather than plow through it?
I don't know, man. I think if he continues to have the same mindset that he has right now, going into the Golden State, I think that Curry ain't gonna mess with him at all. Curry's probably gonna cuss him out a lot. Honestly, if he plays like shit, bro, Curry's probably gonna tell them that they need to trade him to somebody else, to another team. Cause I'm gonna tell you what, Curry don't play around. Like, he be playing to win. Unless they're getting blown out, that boy would just sit down and just fucking not even do anything. But that goes with everybody, bro. If you're getting blown out, it's understandable because, like, you're losing by so much. You know, it's understandable to think, why would somebody even bother to continue playing? But at the end of the day, bro, you got to play until the end. Like, you really got to play till the end. But no, for real, though, I think Jimmy Butler, he better get his A game back together. Otherwise, it's not going to be good for him.
Another crazy trade, man. Brandon Ingram just left the New Orleans Pelicans and went to the Toronto Raptors. That is a crazy-ass trade. I also want to get what you have to say about Dennis Schroeder, man. He got traded from the Nets to the Warriors, and he said he really likes Golden State because it reminds him of Germany. And then his ass got traded to Utah. I mean, just out of all places in the country, Dennis Schroeder's about to be going through it, bro. Only thing I got to say, Dennis Schroeder, is stay away from them hoes in Utah. But, man, yeah. So what do you have to say about Dennis Schroeder before we move on to Brandon Ingram?
Dude, I would be pissed, bro. I would, like, I don't know. That's tough. And it sucks because it's not like there's anything he can really do about it. You know, if the leader or whatever the hell you want to call it of the team says that they want to trade somebody, there's not much that person can really do except for step up their game and prove that they don't need to be traded. But other than that, I bet he's pissed. I would be too if I got traded to a team or a place that I really enjoy, and then next thing you know, I get traded again. It's like they be using some of these basketball players like condos, bro. They use them and they toss them in the trash when they don't need them no more, and it's tough.
It's funny you said that because I hate that this dude said it because it's just cringy and just some things don't need to be said. But Dennis Schroeder said it's modern day slavery because you can be playing for one team and then all of a sudden they say go over there and you gotta go. But bro, shut your bitch ass up. You making millions of dollars to travel the United States, the greatest country in the world, and go dribble a fucking ball with other grown men. Like that modern day slavery shit coming from millionaires is some of the most cringy shit ever, bro. Like if you're out here making an impact on the world like Myron, like like Trump, like Andrew Tate, okay, you can talk that slavery talk. But when you're an NBA player who dribbles balls for a living, shut the fuck up, nigga. But Brandon Ingram went to the Raptors. That's gonna be crazy, man. I tell you what though, Zion's about to want to get the hell out of New Orleans. I'm telling you that right now. It just they're always making fun of his weight, saying, he's not healthy. That's why he's always hurt. Kind of like Luca. He's not playing half the time. Um, Now all the stars are leaving. Dude, I'm telling you right now, Zion, I wouldn't be surprised if he requested a trade because they're trading away all the good players. I mean, they traded Brandon Ingram away for nothing. So they're pretty much saying, fuck you, Zion. We don't believe in you anymore. What do you think about that? Do you think Zion will be with the Pelicans past this season, or do you think he's going to end up leaving? Tomorrow's the trade deadline.
I don't know. That's a good question. Who did they trade him? Who did they trade Ingram for?
Nothing. They just got
Nothing.
him.
Oh no, I would. Hell no, boy. If I was Zion, I'd get the hell out of there too. I don't even. We don't even get nothing in return. That's some fuck shit, bro. I'd get the hell out of there real quick if I was him. Be like, y'all don't appreciate me. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here and show what you're losing.
Now we got to talk about the trade of the century, boy. Well, Kyle Kuzma's bum ass went to Milwaukee for Chris Middleton, but I mean that's fucked up on Chris for them to trade Chris Middleton. Kyle Kuzma ain't shit, bro. So they just really fucked up. He chalked so many slips. He's not consistent. He's trash. I'll never forget when LeBron wasn't playing defense and Kyle Kuzma and him were on the same team. So he pushed LeBron all the way. He pushed LeBron across the fucking court and said, "Go guard your man." And that was the only time LeBron ever let somebody push him, and it was his own teammate. He fucking flew because he knew he wasn't playing defense. This shit was hilarious. But then 2 weeks later, Kyle Kuzma got traded. LeBron didn't take that too kindly. But speaking of LeBron or LeBum, man, Luka Doncic got traded damn near for. I mean, Anthony Davis is great, but they traded a 25-year-old in his prime, coming off of a 60-point, 20 rebound plus triple double, 5-time first NBA All Team offense. Took his team to the finals last year, hurt. Just a straight dog. They kicked him out of Dallas because they didn't like his attitude. And they said that he was 270 pounds. I just saw him talking. He is not 270 pounds. They just wanted to get him out of there, man. For a 31-year-old, paper thin ass Anthony Davis that's hurt every other game. What do you have to say about this? And who do you think is going to benefit more? Dallas, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, or the Lakers, LeBron, and Luca. And what do you think about how Dallas did Luca? Luca's pissed off. His dad even said that they did him dirty. So they fucked Luca out of getting $500 million. Now he can only get 250. I'll take one, but that's fucked for him. That might have been a play because they didn't want to pay him.
Didn't he just settle on a $1.5 million house too?
He
And then
just bought a house. He said he cried when he found out.
I bet, bro. Like you just dropped money on a fat ass stack of money on a house like that, and then you get traded to a whole different team that's in a whole different state. I'd be heated too. But no, I think it'll benefit the Lakers more because Luca he goes off, and the way that they were trying to show off for him when he was sitting there on the bench watching, he's probably gonna motivate them and talk shit to them to play harder. And if they do that every game, boy, and with Luca on the team too, nah, they probably ain't gonna be able to be stopped. So I think it'll benefit the Lakers way more than what was it, the Mavericks that he was on, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
like them way more.
Crazy, man, crazy. They were all showing out for Luca, like we're trying out to be on his team. That shit didn't make no sense. But I know LeBron probably he was shook and he was annoyed about AD just getting traded. But it just goes to show you that the Lakers realize one thing: LeBron is 40 years old, so they can't just focus on building around LeBron. They gotta put something else in the ground that's gonna last, and that's Luca. He's only 25 years old, bro. He hasn't even got into his prime yet. That's the cold part. And now imagine a motivated Luca. That shit, man. That dude's a dog. But yeah. So we're gonna see how that goes. Speaking of LeBron, Drake's light skin ass on his tour in Australia, he changed his lyrics on his song. There was a song where he goes, "Out of there, I'm gone. How I go from 6 to 23 like I'm LeBron." This dude goes out there and says, "How I go from 6 to 23, but not LeBron." He yelled that at the concert because he don't fuck with LeBron because I guess LeBron was dancing to Not Like Us and he didn't like it. Drake is one light skinned ass nigga for that. But at the end of the day, Drake, and I don't know you, bro. I don't really I rather listen to your music than Kendrick, so I'm just speaking objectively. But brother, you have a tattoo of LeBron James on your body. So you going out here saying not LeBron, buddy. LeBron will always own you simply because you tatted that man on you. And guess what? He just posted that he's excited for Kendrick to perform at the Super Bowl this weekend. And we all know he's going to perform Not Like Us. And we all know you're on tour to try to damage control. But, bro, everybody in the country is going to be rapping that cringy ass song that I can't even stand. So, what do you have to say about the Drake LeBron situation?
Ain't no way in hell this dude, a grown ass man, has a tattoo of another grown ass man on it. What is it on his chest, his arm, his shoulder? What?
See, I didn't even get that far off into it. Let me see.
Because depending on where it's at, it's gonna make it even more
It's
shady.
it's on his. It's underneath the. He got it on his arm,
Now,
and it's LeBron James in high school.
huh? What? Say that again.
It's a tattoo of LeBron James in high school when he was playing basketball.
How? When did he fucking get that tattoo?
I have no telling, bro.
Boy, because if it was recent, like a few years
It
ago,
had to have been recent.
that's some weird ass shit. You get a fucking tattoo of a high school kid that you don't even know like that on your arm. What are you doing, Drake? What
And
are you
he's got
doing?
Lil Wayne on his back. Hold on, I just see
Wait.
Lil Wayne on his back.
Yeah. Lil Wayne taking his back for real. Hell no,
In his
bro.
profile picture, Lil Wayne.
Huh? Drake, what are you on right now, bro? You
It's
tripping.
like, bro, you give Kendrick so much ammunition.
This dude has a grown man tatted on his back. You do realize that every day you have another man. Bro, I can't even say what I want to say. Hell no, bro. Drake, you tripping. I'm just gonna leave it at that. You tripping, bro. You tripping.
Next on our conversations, like I said, man, I don't really give a fuck what Drake does. It's just funny watching like everybody say, well, certain people like academics, that's a whole nother can of worms. But even to this day, he still wants to talk about, everybody's like dragging the Drake stuff. Bro, Drake is dragging it because Kendrick is too. But Drake just keeps playing into it like these little subtle light skinned things. Like he's suing the record label, bro. Now he can't even put out any music. On Valentine's, he's got to put out an R&B project with another artist because he's not allowed to put out music. And what you have to understand is when you go for the label, when you go for the liquor company, when you go for whatever powers that be, they're coming at you. And if you're a goofball, which in this case it seems to be so, the goofiness will be let out. And academics did that to himself. But yeah, so that's all I have to say about all that shenanigans, man. Rap is gonna be rap though. It's just a circus, and who gives a fuck at the end of the day? Because they really don't do anything. Y'all take for granted the real artists. I mean, I see a meme right now going around, and this is the last thing about X. There's a new hate X wave because there's a video of him saying, the dude asking him, do you have a relationship with your father? And he goes, what's a father? And everybody's saying that's the cringiest. All of a sudden, now people are saying that X is the cringiest person of all time because of that clip. People pick waves and hate on real ass artists for no reason. I guarantee it's just like those people finding a video of a teenage Tupac and then all of a sudden saying he's gay now. Y'all just are so bored. Y'all reach for anything. Y'all grasp for straws and lick on balls. Faggots. Any last words regarding all that?
Yeah, I bet you everybody who's sitting there saying that he's the cringiest person for that shit is probably all monkeys who don't have any fathers either. That's probably why they're saying that shit. I guarantee you that's who's saying that shit. Is a bunch of monkeys who never grew up with their father.
So quick predictions for the UFC fight card. I'm just going to go with the main event. We got Sean Strickland versus Dricus du Plessis. I see it being a second round stoppage by Dricus. I just do not think that Sean Strickland is going to be able to trick Dricus into fighting his type of fight the whole entire time. I think there's going to be a lot of grappling, and I think it's going to tire Sean out, and I think Sean is going to get caught going forward because Dricus is a very unorthodox striker, and we saw what Alex Pereira did when he made Sean Strickland overextend. So it's going to be a war. Sean Strickland has this tendency to say, let's fight to the death. And then he just goes out there and jabs you and teep kicks you. So, like, bro, Sean Strickland is funny as hell and the sport's better with him. But I don't see him winning the belt. And I also don't see, even if he wins the belt, how he could possibly retain it against Hamzat. And him and Hamzat are both doing low blows. Sean Strickland saying that Hamzat married his cousin, and Hamzat saying that Sean Strickland's dad fucked him. So there's a lot of bad blood there. So I think win or lose, Sean Strickland and Hamzat is the fight to make. But Dricus versus Hamzat would be a spectacle because we would really get to see just how good of a defensive wrestler Dricus is. I don't think he's been tested. But I got Dricus with the KO or TK. Yeah, no. KO stoppage. What do you think about that? Who you got in that?
I think if they fight the same way they did last time, it's going to go in Dricus' favor. Unfortunately, I want Sean to win so he can reclaim the belt because he was robbed last time. But if they fight the same way they did last time, I don't think he's going to win it. If Sean is able to switch up his game and figure out a way to bait Dricus or just outstrike him or find an opening or whatever the case may be and take it and just lay a couple of strong-ass punches on that jaw and knock him out, or even win by decision, that would be crazy. But if he can't, I don't think he's going to win, bro. I mean, he says a lot of foul shit. But that foul shit is most of the time is real shit. And people don't like that, particularly judges of a sports event, which is goofy as hell that you have biased judges, but sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. So, if it goes to decision, I think Dricus is going to win. I think Dricus can also have the ability to get the knockout as well if he's able to bait Sean into a punch. I mean, one thing that I've seen is that when Dricus goes and throws that heavy-ass overhand punch, he leaves his other hand down, which leaves the other side of his face open. So Sean can somehow play off of that and counter it and just throw a mean-ass... I mean, I hope Pereira's been getting Sean to work on them hooks, boy, because Pereira got the sauce for the hooks. But if Sean can figure out a way to play off of that when Dricus does, I think he could get a TKO or a knockout. Otherwise, I don't really see Sean winning this. I want him to win, but I really don't see him winning it.
But hey, man, with that being said, that's my pick. But at the same time, Sean Strickland is capable of winning. He won the first fight, in my opinion. So, but I just think that Dricus understands what he's risking if he chooses to play into Sean Strickland's games. Now, my pick might change tomorrow because this press conference is going to be off the leash. Dreykus is known to ruffle feathers. And last time he did that, Sean Strickland caught him at another UFC fight and gave him the elbows of hell. So we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And man, oh man, I can't wait to see it. But the last thing, I'm not going to go super into this. Just want to say congratulations to President Trump for banning transgenders from female sports. And there's so many of y'all are mad. I want to react to this Jesse on Fire video, but we don't have time today. So maybe if Kane doesn't have a full slate on YouTube, he can react because Jesse's reacting to people getting mad as fuck about transgender getting banned. And Jesse on Fire, shout out to him. He's goofy as hell, but man, he has some good content. So with that being said, also shout out, I'm not going to say, can we get a round of applause, but the dude who put a hit on 50 Cent, his ass died today. And 50 Cent is celebrating. So with that being said, 50 Cent never forgets nothing. God forgives, 50 Cent does not. I guess the dude was having 2 strokes back to back this week and then croaked. I don't know the full details, but hey man, stay prayed up out there because like this old goofball said to me earlier, make sure you pay attention because your soul's going to be in eternity forever. That's 100% facts, man. And if you was out here putting hits, you better be ready to receive the hits. Any hit you throw, better be willing to take. Paul. No, did he take that? Why y'all always saying Paul? Pass the mic over to Kane and let him say his last words, and then we outro.
You already know what it is, man. Make sure y'all share with your friends, your families, your mummies, your aunties, your grannies, and everybody else that y'all know. I don't know what the fuck that was. I'm about to be live on YouTube shortly. I gotta get a couple of things first before I do, so probably be, I don't know, real short, like 15 minutes, whatever the fuck the case may be. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yep, and I'm going to do a quick 2-minute TikTok live just to get back on the routine. So I'll see y'all hoes there. Get out of my fucking phone or my computer and all that other shit connected to the Wi-Fi.